Well, Jose, we'll start with your team news if we can. Those players that you rested, your fullbacks, are they fit? Are they healthy and ready to go now?
They were having some days, so we played on Tuesday. Yesterday they had a day off. They are supposed to be back around 9:30. I didn't see them yet, but I expect them to be okay and ready for being options.
So that's Yiadom and Friars. You expect them to be fit and healthy?
I expect them to be healthy, yes.
What about any other players possibly? What's the latest with Lloyd Isgrove? Where's he at the moment?
Well, about Isgrove I can't say the same, so I believe it will take some more days.
Right. So is his season possibly done? There's only a week and a bit left of the season now.
Yeah, if I can say, we are 1 week until the end of the season, and being out for these days, hopefully if he can be ready for the last game, he will be an option, but we need to wait some more days until we can have a real answer about the situation.
How about Matt Mills as well? What's his position at the moment?
He has a problem in the back, so he will not even train today.
Right. So he's unlikely for the weekend, but could he possibly be involved in the final game?
All the players are possibilities.
No other new issues, no other new injuries coming out of Tuesday night or anything like that?
As normal, I think Jackson has still some issues. Linz, he got a kick and he's also recovering, but I believe that tomorrow they will be okay.
How much did Tuesday night hurt you, the performance and the result?
Sometimes we want to look things into the perspective of that opponents have also capacity, they have also quality. They are in a different moment of their season also, in terms of more pressure, less pressure, better flow. And this is what happened. I think that Nottingham Forest was better than us in that night. They have quality. They had better quality. They scored in moments, in key moments, in good situations, and that was what happened. So I don't see more than this. Sometimes you can see that the performance, okay, we had a very, very poor performance, the players didn't want. No, it wasn't what happened. The players wanted. We are in a different moment. The players wanted, the players reacted, especially in the second half. I think the second half was more the attitude that we needed. But in the first half, it was what happened, and we already spoke about the game, so now is the next game.
Do the players have to take responsibility for that though? Because you're the man who will obviously be the one that's under fire, but are the players the ones that have to take the responsibility as well when they go onto that field to show enough fight, to show enough belief that they can compete with teams such as Nottingham Forest the other night?
Everyone has to have responsibility, and responsibility, I mean, is the ability to respond. So. And that in life, in some moments, we have better capacity or less better capacity, and this is what the game is about. The game is about being in the right moment, in your best. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. But I believe that our players, they are giving. Most of them, they are giving everything they can in the moment they are, according to their capacities and their possibilities. They are giving. Yeah, they are giving.
One player who certainly gave his best on debut as well was Jack Walton. Will he keep his place in the side? Did he do enough the other night to make you stay with him this weekend?
Yeah, I believe he did well, and he's a player that have been competing for his place. I think I believe in his quality, and I think the team believe also in his quality. And this is the way things happen. I think he did well. I was expecting him to do in the way that he did. and I'm totally confident that he can do better.
Has Adam Davies reacted in the way that you would want him to react? Has he reacted in the best possible manner?
Well, I'm not really looking to the way that Adam Davies reacted. I'm expecting him to react as a teammate, as a team player, that he's playing in a team, that he respects his teammate, the way he's working, and believe in his possibilities also. This is the way that I want every player to look to his teammate. You know, when someone is coming out, it doesn't mean that it doesn't count for the team. It means that he's one more option, and we are happy to have players that are really options in the team.
What do you say to the fans who are questioning you and your position as the manager right now? What's your message to them that might be thinking you're not possibly the right man for this job?
Well, I'm not thinking about this. I really believe that I'm the right man, and you are not always the one that pleases everyone, and I'm not expecting to please everybody in life. So, but I believe in what I'm doing, and I really believe that what I'm doing is the best that we could be done.
So you feel you're getting the best out of the players that you have available to you here at the club? I think
that I'm taking the best out of them, and I'm thinking that what I'm doing and what I did are important things, and are really things that will come out, that didn't come out because you know that when we have difficult moments, things that we are learning, they really don't come out in the best way, but they are there, and one day they will come out, and we will see.
You could be relegated this weekend if results go against you. If that happens, do you believe you'll stay in this job, or do you fear that you might be sacked?
You know, this is not the way I see things. I see things in a totally different perspective. I see things moving forward. I believe in things that I built. I believe in what I can build, and I believe that time is paying off. I believe in organization that is creating stability and continuity.
But would you see it as a failure if the club is relegated? You were brought here to keep the club in the division. Would you see it as a failure?
No, definitely not. I did, and I'm doing the best.
So you believe that with time you can get things right here, whether the club goes down or not, you believe with enough time you can turn this club around even if it does get relegated?
I believe that with the time everything was supposed to be different.
Have you had assurances from the owners then and from the board here that you will be given that time?
The time that I want is to play the next game, and this is what I want.
And you believe that you can win that next game? You can believe you can keep the club in the division?
This is the reason why I'm here. We still have to believe in the possibilities that we have, even if it's not everything in our hand, because as you know, we depend in other results, and it depends also in we winning our games. And winning our games, and according to the results, we will see. So this is what we believe. But definitely, we believe that we have to fight, and we're gonna fight in the next game. This is what we are here for.
Will you want to know the scores from elsewhere? Will you want to know what Bolton are doing against Burton during the game?
I want to know what we are capable of doing during our game first. And then in the end, we will see the results of others, because we can only control what we are doing.
So it doesn't matter what's going on between Burton and Bolton, really, as long as you win your game. It's
as long as we win, then we have to care about what's going on with other results, because we depend on other results also.
There's lots of pressure on this game, isn't there? And there was lots of pressure on Tuesday night's game, and the team didn't particularly perform. But are you convinced that they can this weekend perform with that pressure on them once again?
I always believe in the best of our possibilities, because I believe in the best of me. I believe in the best of the players, and this is what we have to do, is to perform the best we can in order for us to win games.
And Brentford, as a team, they're going for the playoffs still. They've got slim hopes of those playoff places, so they're certainly still playing for something here. It's a big game for both teams.
Yeah, I believe it's a big game for both teams. It's a game where they have also the pressure to win the game, as we have the pressure to win the game. So we will be, in terms of pressure, we will be in the same level.
The atmosphere could turn very quickly if things don't start well. So how important is it that you get a good start in this game?
How quick and in which way do you believe that the atmosphere can change?
Well, if the sides go behind early on, if Barnsley go behind early on and perform in a way that they were doing against Nottingham Forest, the fans might get very frustrated here. They might get quite angry towards you, towards maybe the players as well.
You know, what I believe is that the fans are here to see their team winning, and they are coming here to support the team. And I really appreciate the way that the fans were in the last game against Nottingham, because they were behind the team. And we feel sorry that the result wasn't really what we wanted to achieve. But I'm very happy for the way that the fans were, and I believe that the fans here, they will do the same. That is, they will be behind. And this is the culture that I'm seeing in England, and that I always saw in England, that the fans, they are coming to support their team, and they understand the way their players, they are fighting, they are doing. They understand what is going on in the pitch. It's not only about us, it's also about the quality of others. And they understand that the team can give something more. They are giving everything they can. And the culture that I know from England is that they support their team. And I can only see our fans supporting our team wherever it will happen, from the beginning until the end, because this is what Believe is about.
Thank you, Jose.
Thank you very much.
One player I just wanted to check about. Last week you said you hoped maybe you might get Joe Williams back, but you thought he might also stay at Everton. What's the latest with him?
I think you all know the situation is that Joe Williams is still injured and is not back.
Okay. Brentford, obviously, as you mentioned, their team near the top, near the top six. You've had quite good performances against teams on the edge of the playoffs, against like Sheffield United and Bristol City. Played well against them. Are you hoping for the same again?
Yeah, I always hope for positive things and for the best we can do. I expect us to perform in the way that we can win the game, and I know that Brentford is a good side.
The fans have obviously, the home fans who come to most of the games, they've only seen 4 wins out of the 22 games so far. It's been a tough season for them. Obviously that predates yourself mainly. That it's not been a great season to watch in terms of the amount of success. Whatever happens, are you hoping to send them home from the last game with at least a high of a win?
This is my wish, in the same way that I was very happy to offer them after a long time a win at home. And this was the win against Sheffield United. I was happy for that, and I was sharing with everyone for this moment, because it was a special moment. And I expect and I hope that we can still offer them in the last home game a win.
What would your message to the fans be ahead of the game?
I would say that unity gives strongness, and we will be here on Saturday together to make one successful day and an happy day. And let's be together in this fight, because this is what it's about. We have to fight and believe until the end.
Obviously the Forest game was a game that you said was a must-win. It was a game in hand. Everyone was looking forward to it as a chance to get out of the relegation zone. It was obviously a deeply disappointing night. Have you noticed a sort of an effect on the mood of the team? Has it hurt them a bit?
Yeah, obviously that it hurts. It hurts to everyone that has the feeling to do something different.
But do you feel that it's reduced their confidence going into the last 2 games?
Yeah, but we need to stand up and look forward, because we can't just cry for things. We need to see our possibilities and fight for our possibilities, and this is what the game is about. Next game is another game. We have to fight for the game and for the result.
You said you were definitely the right man for the job. Just talking about some of the things the fans have said about you, obviously didn't know the division very well before you came in terms of you hadn't managed in it before. I know you'd watched it. Do you think would you deny that that's counted against you at all?
I can't deny things that people are saying. The only thing is that I have an opinion about what is knowledge about the game and knowledge about how to coach people. And this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it better than better, and in a level that is not everybody that has, and with an experience that is not everyone that has this.
Was that the most difficult night of your coaching career on Tuesday?
No, I don't think that was a difficult night for me. Was a night. I think what is difficult are things like being in. For example, I was telling people that if I think about the people in Syria, this is really difficult because they've been bombed, and people is dying, and so I see difficulties and hard nights in that way.
Do you know your team, José?
I know, I have an idea about my team, even if I will not tell you now.
No, of course. But is it more, you have to see the attitude and mentality of the players in training?
Of course that I have to see. Yeah.
Have you spoke to the ones who you left out on Tuesday?
Flyers,
you may have to, their mentality, their mindset.
I always assessing the mentality every time that I am coming to a training session. And as you know, I'm doing the press conference before I can start the training session, so this is something that happens after.
José, do you feel you're getting enough fight from the players at the minute?
If I get enough fire,
yeah.
I think definitely. They are professionals, they know how it is, they need to handle with pressure, and this is a moment that is probably not a known moment for everyone, because it's a young team and they are starting their careers, and it's a moment they have to face and they have to go through.
You've talked about the message to the fans, but what's your message going to be to the players on Saturday? Like you say, young squad going into such a big game with so much pressure.
Come on, let's fight, because we have one game that we have to win, and it's only possible to win when you fight. When you have this fighting spirit. So let's go for the game, come on, I will not use all the words that I can use, but, let's fight.
Do you think the players have the faith and belief in you?
Well, if I'm here to think about myself, then something is wrong. I'm thinking about the team and themselves, and about what they believe they can do in a game, because this is not about me, it's about the game.
Are you surprised at how difficult the championship is?
No, I'm not surprised. I know that the championship is a competitive league, not only the championship, the Premier League is the same, and every team can beat other ones, and there are teams with more possibilities than others, but as soon as you believe in yourself, you will always have a possibility, and quality is quality, and you have to show your quality every time and every moment that you are asked to do it in the pitch.
The teams have shown fight here, haven't they, the last few games? Bristol City, Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Have shown that. That must give you a little bit of...
We are able to show this fight, even if in some moments some players they don't look like, but the intention is positive. They want to fight. I believe that every player that is in the pitch has the will to fight. And this is the way they are. They have the will to fight. About fighting in order to achieve the results they can have, this is the difference between fighting to achieve results and fighting but not achieving results. And if you look to the season, you can tell me when was the season different, and how different it was the season this season, and this is what we are talking about.
You're very passionate. Does that affect, you're very passionate about wanting to win, and that is that important to pass on to the players as well? How much does it mean to you to win?
yeah, it's important to pass the players, and I think the players, they have this will and this vision already. You know, now it's a question of performing in the pitch in order for us to have this. You know, we have an opponent, we don't perform alone, so we have to really to go for a battle and to fight for what we want.
Cool.